going to add the balsamic vinegar, although here's the stove. I'm going to open the balsamic vinegar, grab my phone back, and just put it on this side over here. Okay, now usually on most nights that I cook, and I'm filming this tonight because for me it's a special night. Yeah, it's special because I had a big argument because of these mushrooms here, right? My son bought a pack of mushrooms on a Tuesday, and I was a little weirded out from where he bought these mushrooms. Not really crazy about that place, and I didn't like the mushrooms. And at the same time, a friend of mine told me that at my local IGA, mushrooms would be 99 cents a package. I bought 3, and I liked the way my mushrooms look. Well, I ate all my mushrooms up, and because my son bought these, sometimes does he want them for himself? He never really just goes out and buys mushrooms. Maybe he's doing something special. I won't touch his mushrooms. Got into this whole big argument. So anyways, what's special about this is I'm paying attention. That's the greatest thing. I am freaking paying attention, and I'm not moving away from any of this, right? By the way, I finished grinding this up. My rice is starting to fluff. Usually that rice, you know what happens? After I walk away for 5 minutes, it fluffs up and goes, look, I'm up here. But when I look at it now, it's all the way down there. So I'm going to let this sit over here. My temperature is at half, right? Now, should it be a little bit more? I think it should. I think it really should. Maybe if you're cooking something else, you shouldn't. But I think it should, and it's a guess, and I should absolutely look at a book. But I know by the way my onions are, it's how do you want them, how long should it taste, how much oil should you actually be using, and okay, they're not that, they have to be sweet without being sweet, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna have to keep mixing this up. I'm gonna put this on hold. Just 1 second. So I put it on hold, and now I wanted to go and speak to the wolf. Hey, Mr. Wolf. Your 2 big eyes, your nose, and your mouth. It's my door. I asked Mr. Wolf, I say, maybe you'd like to take away that wolf and look at the front of the car. Over to the wheels, to the door, to the back of the car. It's a Corvette. Or it's coming right at you. This is the same design as the crown of the king, which supports the motor of the V8 over the eyes of the wolf, which is my Corvette going this way, but it's the wolf coming this way. So if the Corvette is going this way, the Corvette would be Earth. And if this would be shooting out this way, and because it's like this, it shows it's an aqueduct. Aqueduct is the horses, because there's an aqueduct raceway, and those are located in Toronto and Ottawa and California, the passing of the water, bringing of the energy. Now we have maybe 2 suns to 1 moon, or we have 2 moons to 1 planet, or we have 1 sun, 2 suns creating 1 sun. You ever see something? This light will ignite these 4 lights. You see 5, but only 4 count. This is the power that ignites these. You can always set up a light here and have the 5th torch if you want. So the earth going around the sun, and then the ears, in and out of the ears. What went in one ear went out the other ear. And so they open their mouth, and it gets windy outside, and we open up these black holes, and we let in new air, and we let out air, and we live condoned in some sort of formation. So we're going to get back to this food over here, right? This food, and how much do I think? I think I know. Can I tell you something? I don't really read anything at all, and I hear a lot of stuff. And because of what everybody else says, this is what I'm firm to believe. How it's completely done, I haven't got there yet, because I need to know the layman terms of the whole thing, how this is supported. Are we in the middle of somewhere? Because obviously, something is in the middle of somewhere. The roof is attached to something else. The building is on solid ground. My hand is in the air because it's attached to my body. But we are swimming, okay? We are way down. We can be weightless in the middle of the air, just like everything else is, right? Isn't a ball supported by water? So wouldn't you think it's the same thing about Earth, right? There's water all around us. It's that energy, right? You don't see it. Where's the energy? But how come? What's happening? Why? Oh, this is hot. Where's the energy? Millions and billions. Look at that. Look at that sizzle. Look at that smoke. Look at that smoke coming off. You know, I've done 6,000 and about 40 videos since 2010, since April 2010. It's been 7 years since I've been doing the Mr. Tacpan's What's Going On bit, learning all about the universe because of what everybody else has done. And really, if you sat down and asked me a question, I can only give you an if, and, or about and tell you a numeric value only because of the basic. We have to have something basic, and the basic of everything is the moon, the sun, and the earth, and its rotation in Taurus, the fleur-de-lis. You might have two sides, but you need guidance between the two sides. So you have an eye on each side that goes up to a pineal gland, stretching out towards, is it down the lungs, or is that towards the end of the nose? That on the end of every animal, or at the beginning, there's one bird looking this way, but it's actually the eye of a greater bird looking the other way. Nobody really knows what that is. You can call it number 8. This guy over here. Where else? Where's that? Crosses, fleur-de-lis. And we're going to get back to the kitchen again. See how all this stuff is doing. Now we can give it a couple of more minutes. What would be going on in this room? Yes, in this room is the spiral. Right? You see the anti-spiral? This one goes around this way. See the yellow? And on the outside, be outside of the roulette wheel. So you would have 1, right? 1 and 1. See 1 and 1? 1 and 1, okay, is 2. Okay, so now you have 2 and 2. 2 here, and now you'll have 2 here, or 1 here and 1 here. The other 2 is the size that's on the in-between. The E world, or this is a smile. You know what I'm saying? These are stoppers. Stop in the top, stop in the bottom, stop, stop. Move to here, turn this one, move to here, turn that one, squeezing in the center. And then do we go backwards, unraveling the center? Open this all the way up and close all these areas. Okay, all these areas should be closed right now, right? You follow what I'm saying? Squeeze everything in. What do you say? Make it smaller. Just suck it all in. Make all the black disappear by turning everything in, right? Until all the reds go over the black, right? And then open it up. 1, 1. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 1 is 3. 3 and 2 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8. 5 and 3 is 8. 8 and 5 is 13. 13 and 8, 21. And then all of a sudden you got to close again. And then you got to open again. And then you got to close. And that's why it's continuous. It's a breathing. It's a heart. Let's say it's breathing. Here's all your skiers. Down the hill, down the slopes. All the way, all the way, all the way. There's my little I-man. Let's go back and check out the kitchen one more time. Squeezed in between. 4, 2 above, 2 below. See, if the 2 weren't below here, right, he can fall down to the bottom, lie down, and get away from these 2 things. But if the 4 of them must squeeze to squeeze them out. Let's get back to these onions. Yeah, just before they get sticky. I didn't put any spice in them yet. I'm not sure if I should put my spice in now, right? And there's a good chance that I put too much spice in, you know. I do that, you know, or I ruin the spice, or because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm guessing. I didn't put any garlic in, and I should be embarrassed that I saw garlic today, and I looked at the price, and I spent my money on something else, and I shouldn't have done that because, you know, if you're, God forbid, one day where there's a food shortage and everybody's stuck at home, there's one thing you want to be doing is watching somebody cook and talk in the kitchen and talk of an old story and, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just going to, you know, just to see how it is, I'm going to have to put a little water in there because something's sticking, just a little bit of water, just to get a little, I'm quite sure the mushrooms left me with a little bit of juice, yeah. Because I had a little balsamic vinegar in there, so I want to spread it out now. Cook this Nice stuff up. Patio door looks good, eh, tonight? Patio door looks good. For those who never saw my patio door, it's got all kinds of cutout designs, and then the owl, if you want to look outside. I used to have it fully covered, but everybody was complaining. I wasn't complaining. Everybody says you ain't got enough light. So I said, you know what? If 100 people say I'm crazy, I'm going to continue thinking I'm not. But if 90 people say there's not enough light and they think it's better for my body and mind to get a little bit more light, then I'm going to listen to that. What particulars would might make a difference. Here's the big floating dog. Here's that, again, dragon, one this way and one this way, which in all actuality, the first one creates the R, right? Because it comes out here. The second one creates the small r. You just take a good look at that personal reality, whatever you want to call it. There's my wolf. Woo! Michael Jackson, ABC. See that? See that over there? I want to show you something. Just before I throw this out, see this clicker over here? See this little clicker over here? Right? See number 10 over here? The pound key usually goes here. One starts here. The pound key goes here, so I know the pound key is 10 plus. This is the 12th position, or it is the first position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1. Then you can count like this. How about this? How about counting 1, 2, 3? How about counting 1, 2, 3 starting here? Let this be the ending. 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 But this is red. This is red. So you only can go, 3 will always be 3 and 9, and 6 will always be 6. 10 will always be 10. Okay? That is black. 6 and 10 are black. Okay? 1 and 1 plus 0, 1. Okay? 1 is a red number, but 10 is black. Did you know that? Okay, this is good enough. We're going to shut this off. I got a little bit more spice in there. Usually the rice only takes 15 minutes. Oh, the rice is looking good. We're going to mix that. Maybe it's ready now. I don't know. Usually it's not. Let me stick my fork. Oh, nice and fluffy. Oh, yes. Nice and fluffy. You ever watch that guy Fluffy? I mean, I don't like to really boost anybody, but I think he's pretty funny, you know? Comedian Fluffy. Let me take a little bit of this and put it here. I'm thinking of putting tomato sauce or something. Not tomato sauce, but I have canned tomato. I can't believe it. I put a little love into it. Boom. Put a little love into it. Boom. Do you know how good that is? You know how good that makes you feel? Imagine you help out other people. And you see, you know, when you have friends, you don't have enemies. That's what it's all about, my friends. That's what it's all about. That's all they talk about. Security and protection. Security and protection, you know? That's what it's all about. Security and protection. Making everybody be your friend. So you gotta watch out how you do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta watch out. All about peace. I think it's missing. Anyways, Raphael, 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I'm going to mix that up. Just chopped up a little cherry tomato, and I'm going to put it over here because I'm too lazy to get another pot. I still have onions underneath this rice here, so I'm going to put the oven back on again really, really quick. Really quick. I'm going to take a dash of oil, there you go, dash of oil, and do this really quick. And my rice won't burn because I have the onions and the mushrooms still underneath it. It's really funny, my rice. Oh, wow. A bit too much water, I think. Or not enough rice. That's why the top's off. There's too much up. This is gonna cook. When it's ready, I'm gonna show it to you one more time. Okay, now that's been about 4 minutes. They're not fully cooked the way I would want them, but you can put even more than this. See, in this week's grocery, I just want to show you what I bought to spice things up. I've got a little bit of green zucchini. I bought Jiminy Crickets. This is sweet potato. I bought the red cherry tomatoes. It's in French, Piment Cerise Fort. And I bought this because it crunches great inside your rice. It's a little spicy, but at 50 cents for this amount of food, I say that's good. And you know what? I'm going to probably put a little Parmesan cheese in until that bag is out. Farm fresh eggs, eh? Look at the size. Well, these are a little bit smaller than last week. Yeah, so I probably maybe should put Worcestershire in here. Maybe a little bit more soya, maybe cook an egg with it. But you know what? I'd have to start 1,000 recipes. I don't know what anybody else likes, and I'm not really a cook, you know. So anyways, Raphael coming to you from the kitchen in the House of Paint. Thank you for watching this video.